Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. I'm typing things because I work sometimes.
Do you? Well, you're
I
not
do.
supposed to work during when we're talking. You're not a
Well,
Hold on, let me
I'm
hear.
not a newscaster.
Yeah, let me fix that. Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut.
And I'm Mike Kelly.
All right, so today, what's going on today? Let's see here. A lot of information the last 2 days, but not a lot today. Let's see here. I'll just read it over here. Stocks open and mortgage bonds open lower. Stocks went higher this morning. Now they kind of reversed a little bit. Mortgage applications overall. Let me get to my banners. All right, look at this. They increased.
More for what?
Yeah, last
Wow.
week after a 10% decrease in the previous week. So people are looking, people are shopping, people are getting out there. The problem is you can still only get one person on that property alone, right?
Right.
Yeah, one loan per property.
And
if you look overall,
many offers on properties.
right? Interest rates increased to 6.55, which is 1.25 higher than last year when rates were at 5 3/8. And everybody was like, "What? Like, that's expensive." Actually, rates went as high as 7 1/4. So this isn't bad. This is Fannie Mae numbers. I'm not quoting a rate. I don't want to be in trouble. So,
so stop it.
Refinances actually increased last week. They probably couldn't take it any longer with all their money on their credit cards, so they actually got refinanced. Probably
and paid those puppies off.
Well, remember, there's out of the $12 trillion of mortgages, we only refinanced 10 trillion of it. That left $2 trillion that was not refinanced for some reason. One could be they didn't have the right FICO score, they didn't have a job, they didn't have this at that time.
Right.
And so there's people out there who can refinance because they have a 4 or 5%. So it's not that big of a deal to pay off 29% credit cards with a 6% interest rate or 6.5, whatever it is.
You mean the 29% interest rate is higher?
Yeah. Shocking.
And so
and compounding.
The 6% is better?
And compounding, where the 6% is not compounding.
Well, and here's the thing. Remember when we discussed last week where I've got clients who got a 2% interest rate on their property and they're taking it in shorts tax-wise because they've got no more write-offs.
Right. And that's, and that's a lot of business owners. I'm talking to them because they're like, well, maybe I should show some income. Yeah. Why don't you show $100,000 so you can pay a lot of taxes on that I'm going to pay $50,000 in taxes so I can save 1% or 1.5% on an interest rate. It makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
You need the tax write-off. Ignore it. Move on.
Well, and for those people who are business owners and they show no income, but they pay into Social Security and they're getting to that age where they kind of have to rely on Social Security or they have to work till they're 95.
What about us?
Guess what their Social Security is based off of?
Income.
Their income.
Yeah.
So you don't make nothing, you don't get nothing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
A sad thing.
Yeah. Well,
it's a vicious circle. I mean, you really don't trust the government with your money and you don't want to pay it into something that you may never even see. Even though we pay into it, we're supposed to get it back. But, it's on the chopping block every single year. And I don't like where I'm sitting right now. So I'm going to move it.
There you go.
Look.
All right. So durable goods came out today, increased 3.2%, which in March, which is like huge. They were expecting a decrease, but most of it came from aircraft. My Learjet's coming in next week. So, yeah. No, what it is the aircraft is the one-time expensive purchase financing. So this is unusual gains that happened this month. So again, we can't really look at it. It's a month over month. You have to look at everything going forward, and we'll see GDP going down. Don't you worry about it. But one of the things that shocked everybody is I'm going to show let's show the screen, shall we?
Show me.
All right.
Show me the screen.
We had new home sales up.
What?
New home sales were up.
This is nationwide?
Yeah, of course. New home sales rose almost 10% in March to a 683 unit annualized pace. That's the best in 13 months.
It is.
That's amazing. And finally, it's probably because they're able to get doors and windows at a cheaper price. They're able to do more stuff and there's no inventory.
Right.
So if you want to buy a house, where are you going to go? If there's no inventory, new home sales.
Yep.
Which, I'm sure every place around here that has new home sales is gone.
Probably sold out.
Yeah.
Most of them are. There was a place in Turlock that I think had one or two possibilities A couple of weeks ago, but I think those are gone now too. So
what you just said was fruitless.
It was informational.
What is it?
Without very much fruit.
All right.
So I was agreeing with my agreeing with you because I agreed.
All right. All right. So completed homes, right? That's homes are completed, not just under contract, accounted for only 16% of the available supply out there, creating a 1.2 month supply nationwide. And if you know anything about that number is wrong because it includes pending home sales.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
See, that's so wrong to do that. Just it skews the numbers. It's not factual.
But everybody said house values were going down. They're going up. The median
rose by 3.8%. Yeah.
Well, hey, if news people can say that the market's falling and everything because the median home price is going down and now it's going up, I can say we're going through the roof again.
Yep, we are.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. No, basically we have higher price homes are selling again because there are no lower price homes. They're all gone.
Yep. They had 20 or more offers on them, and so they went away.
Yeah, they're in that shared appreciation for some program.
Yep.
Not for all.
Yes, they is.
Case-Shiller home price showed that, I already said that 0.2 rise in home prices in February after falling for 7 straight months. FFHA, which is the Federal Housing Finance Administration, I guess, something like that. I can't remember. It's a housing price index that we talk about each month.
Yep.
It says it actually increased by
5.5%.
Yes. Not 5%. I think that's 0.5%.
Right. 0.5.
Right. Which is good because that's going up again.
Yeah, 4% increase year over year.
Yeah.
Right?
So you can read like I can.
I know.
And from the peak of June of 22, home prices have come down 2.9%, indicating there is no housing bubble.
What?
Yeah.
We've been talking about that for a while.
Right.
No bubble.
Right. And so basically stop waiting. Everybody keeps asking. I was talking to somebody the other day and they're thinking about, okay, well, when is the house values going to drop? And I'm like, they're not. They're on their way back up already.
Right.
And I was trying to explain to some agents the other day, and I was saying, okay, if somebody doesn't make at least $75,000 up to about $100,000, then they can't buy anything.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And they're like, huh?
Yeah.
What?
Well, they can, but they're not here.
Well, not in California,
right.
Not in Modesto, even up in Tuolumne County, unless if you can find a $275,000 house, it's a 2-bedroom, no bath, outhouse house in the middle of nowhere. But
outhouse house.
Yeah, outhouse outside. But I'm just saying it's very difficult to be able to afford a home in that price,
right.
Making that amount of money. Everybody's like, what? How come? Because they were so used to during 2020 and 2021 that your payment's $1,500, your payment's $2,000, so you can make 40,000-60,000.
Well, at 2 and 3%.
Right, I know. Well, everybody, during that period of time, a $700,000 house had a house payment of $3,000 a month. Now that's a $400,000 house price has a $3,000 a month payment.
Yeah.
So,
I read a little thing yesterday where a potential buyer was saying, well, yeah, I can afford a $1,200 a month car payment and I can afford a $2,500 a month rent payment, but $3,200 a month for a home? God, that's kind of outrageous.
And that's the sad part is the average car payment is $800 a month.
Right. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money for me.
Well, for anybody.
I'm just saying it's the average. That means if you make $40,000 a year, you're paying almost $800 a month for a car payment. That's just ridiculous. It's probably a used car too. I know we're going to be talking this weekend to some multifamily people, but I saw some things today that they're worried about commercial and multifamily again. And what it has to do with is when they took loans out, the loans are not perfect loans, right? They're kind of like loans back in the day. So because most multifamily, most loans like that are adjustables, and most people don't know that,
right?
And so they're worried about commercial and that because they're only good, those loans are only good for so long, and they have to be refinanced in this, and in today's market they make no sense to refinance, right? But I was talking to a friend of mine who does multifamily. He goes, I can still get multifamily rates to build and stuff at 5%. I'm like, what? How do we get those rates for regular homes?
I don't know. Is it a different pool of money?
Yeah, well, it's
like investor pool.
I probably a lot of the stuff that we like, the non-QM, those kind of things, they go off of the 2-year or 5-year T-bills.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
I got to get back over to my microphone.
That's okay. You moved real fast.
Yeah. No, that's just a computer. I don't move fast.
Anyway, so there's not a lot going on today, as you can tell. We've been talking for 10 minutes about pretty much just values are going up. Yeah. Values are going up. Stop thinking they're going down. They're not going to ever go down.
Had a conversation with a guy yesterday, and he wants to buy a cabin. And hey, I'm just
luckily you have one for sale.
I just listed a cabin and got the pictures today, so they're going to the MLS. And of course, this cabin is not where he wants to purchase, but he's like, so later this year, prices will be going down on the cabins and stuff like that over in Amador or Tuolumne or Calaveras. And I said, no, probably not. They're going to probably go up.
I mean, they're going to have some come on the market right now that people will want to get rid of because of the snow.
Yep.
But other than that, you're not going to see a bunch of people selling stuff.
No.
I saw some stuff over at, I don't know if you know anything about Twain Harte. There's this one part of it that takes you 30 minutes to go like 10 miles on this dirt road.
Yeah.
And they're selling
it's so smooth.
Yeah, exactly. They're selling stuff out there for 150, 180. And you look at it going, is this a teardown? So I'm just saying, you're not going to see that anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
No. And if you want to buy 150 to 180 and then repair it and put 200,000 into it and then convince someone to pave the freaking road or get a
they're never gonna pave that road.
Yeah.
But I've done VA loans out there, so it's not a big deal. It's whatever's used to the area. It's just when we were looking for land and other things, they were like, don't go out there.
Why?
It takes too long to get there.
Well, we got nothing but time.
No, we don't. The older we get, the less likely we want to do
this is very, very true. Yep. Because you got less and less time.
All right. That's all I have for today.
Cool.
Thank you for watching. And we'll talk to you on Friday.
Yes, we will.
All right. Make it a great day.
Maybe we'll be perky.